to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Back to throw, it's Montgomery. It's complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Hokies.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bush. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. From the gun. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Fires to the middle. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They're going to test the right side with this one. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Now on the move. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll play it safe and try for 3. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll try the left side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Bush. Right down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set, first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like,
he'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Bush. Pocket starts to collapse. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That's now his second interception of the game. He has just lights out here today.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they... through the end zone. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They go right back to him. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Yeah, and what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got it down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy pitch.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're working that left side. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
That's reeled in. It's Morris. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Trying to get to him. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around and up.
Got enough space, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To the air, it's Montgomery. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously, not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Dances away to buy time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play call.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. He looks that one in nicely. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And the Buckeyes will move the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
Going up top on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Morris. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab over the middle.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. He's got his man across the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. What a disappointment. No good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 20, he's got space. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Back to pass, it's Montgomery. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The back goes in motion. He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Hokie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how How about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field? Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Tackled on play at the 31-yard line.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Cherry. He's got his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Foster. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Cherry. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Baylor is getting its clock clean today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 21 to Kansas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. A first down for the offense. He'll do it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Quarterbacks like this are what makes college football so special today. It seems like we see these unbelievably athletic quarterbacks all across the country.
Touchdown, Hokies! And the stomping has commenced. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Second down coming up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Fourth down coming up.
Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make.